Good afternoon, everybody. It's April the 24th, and today is one of those days where it's not so much fun being out on the trail. It's okay. As you can see behind me, we are in the clouds. It's very lightly drizzling right now. It's been raining all day long. I started at 8 o'clock at Unicoi Gap, and I'm going to Deep Gap, I think it's called. Anyway, it's about 16.8 miles today, and my wife Sue will pick me up again, and I will be home tomorrow. I had some paperwork to sign for some land that we're dealing with down in Florida. So I didn't do much today on the video side because it was raining and I was trying to keep my camera under cover. The weather finally cleared up. There's some blue skies up there as I'm about 20 minutes from arriving down in the gap. There is a stream down there, a little brook right down in that area. That's kind of nice walking along. Don't know if you can hear it. Nice way to end my day. Walking down the green tunnel into the gap. The 27th is about 10:10 in the morning. I started off at 8 o'clock at Dix Creek Gap. I was dropped off there by my wife. I did take the 2 zeros. No rain today. Yay, that was one of the reasons for yesterday taking off, is I was tired of the rain, so I figured since I had a house to stay in, I would do that. Today's goal is about between 15 and 16 miles to a shelter. So the blue sky, like I said, is out, and the hiking today is actually a nice rolling type of pattern, not too many real steep ups and downs, although we will, from looking at the topography maps, where I camp tonight will be about 2,500 feet higher than where I started off in Dix Creek Gap, but it's a lot of ups and downs, ups and downs, and ups and downs over the period of time, such as here, but they're not super steep, and it's definitely doable. So anyway, just want to give you an update. Beautiful afternoon. Sun is out. I'm cruising right along. Pretty day. Here's just an example of what they phrase walking through the green tunnel, where basically there's the foliage wrapped around you on top, not much of a view, and you're just kind of walking inside a little tunnel type area. Kind of cool. I don't mind it as long as there's a view every once in a while. And as I round this corner, you can see it goes way down there. Nice scene, looking out west back towards the lake way back there, and Hiawassee, which is now my home. So, pretty shot. It is 3:15 and we are passing through Water Oak Gap, if you can see that on there. Just give an idea for those who are tracking on the map as to how we're progressing. I suspect 5:30 or so we'll be at the campsite. We're entering the southern Nantahala wilderness, if I pronounced that correctly. It said mile marker 85, 0.7. We're 0.2 miles away from our camp for the night. It's an uphill climb. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, April the 28th, and I stayed at the Standing Creek shelter last night, and they got down to the upper 30s, about 38 in my tent when I woke up this morning. But I stayed warm, so that's good. So today we're heading up to, I think it's called Long Branch shelter. It's about 16 miles, so similar to yesterday. Not a lot of scenery today. A little hazy, but not bad. We're still in the trees, and the trees around here still haven't gotten any leaves on it, which is interesting. We crossed over one mountain. It was at 5,700 feet. We're at this area that looks like it had a fire at some point in time, so I can see through the foliage for a long ways. It's about 12:30 right now, and I'm about halfway through my hike for the day. It's going to be about a 10-hour day, so I'm heading on just a little bit longer, and I'll stop for lunch. All these small little flowering plants all along right on the edge of the trail. Pretty. Walking along, it's interesting when you look at the trail how it's so, I go down, rutted out. This is from a lot of the hikers, and I'm suspecting this is also when it rains, and we're going downhill right now, and when the water just goes running down through here, it just erodes it even more. So between people and Mother Nature, it's like a little mini canyon in here, trail-wise. Just thought it was interesting. Pretty view. A little hazy, but not bad at all. Another amazing view. Hope those mountains are way in the distance come out in this. Very nice. I'm on a little steeper section. And this is actually the easier part of it. But I'll just pan upward. I was level before. It's going up to a lookout tower. It is steep. And there is more. Oh, rock climbing. Well, hiking poles are away. They're absolutely useless in this stuff. Halfway up the Albert Mountain lookout tower. I think I'm looking now north. And I'll go to the other side. Here's a view east, and based on the sun's position, I would say south. Good morning. It's Sunday the 29th of April, and I headed out of Long Branch shelter last night. When I headed out this morning, it was 32 degrees. It was a chilly night, and they should have renamed that location Winding Branch shelter because it was in a gap and just focused the wind blowing right up through there. So it was a pretty chilly night. As soon as I got around the corner from there, the winds were much calmer. So interesting place for a shelter based on the wind. Beautiful day again today. I am hiking about 7 miles. I will get to US 64 hopefully around 1 o'clock, or my wife Sue will pick me up, and I'll have a Nero today. And to explain a Nero, that means a near zero. So I'll do 7 miles, but not quite a zero. So for those of you who haven't heard the term, it's called the Nero. Pretty flowers along the trail this morning. It's nice to see them. Water refill time.